everyone. I literally can't tell what you can see. I mean, it looks like I'm completely washed out and I don't know why. I thought I'd try and film a vlog today. Whether or not I can do like a full vlog in a day, I don't know. I've got quite a bad headache. I've just got to where I'm walking the dog. Obviously I'm walking somewhere where there's a tree. There's not trees everywhere. I wonder what tree that is. So I literally just pulled up and I thought, actually earlier I thought, should I film today? I don't know if I've got anything interesting to say. I just look so washed out. It's not even like really sunny or anything, so I don't know what's going on. But if I move forward, you can see me. Do you know sometimes people seem to walk dogs in like groups? And some of these groups can be very annoying because they seem to think that the entire place is just for their dogs and that other dogs shouldn't be there and that their dogs can do whatever they want even if it's causing distress to other dogs. And some of them have got really bad attitudes, and then sometimes you come across like one or two people, I mean you come across more than that, but you just, some people like, oh she's on a lead, she must be vicious. My dog's about as vicious as a bloody snail. Not that I'm comparing my dog to a snail, but if they knew anything about dogs or huskies, or even dogs, like old dogs cannot be walked without a lead. Some dogs don't feel comfortable, some dogs are like not trained up enough, some dogs just prefer to be on a lead, and some owners want the dog on the lead because they don't want the dog running around like an idiot causing distress to other dogs or other dog owners. Why does my bottom lip look massive? I can normally tell if I'm going to have an issue with someone. Not always, sometimes I think, oh, they're going to be fine, because if like I'm walking towards someone and they suddenly whack the lead on the dog, two things come to mind. One, or maybe three, two things. One is their dog might not like other dogs being on leads. Like my last dog hated dogs being on leads and she'd go berserk over it. Or it could be that they're being respectful towards the fact my dog's on a lead, or sometimes they put the dog on the lead because they think my dog's going to be vicious because she's on a lead, and she's anything but vicious. Oh, that's a lovely outfit. Very summery. She's got the most summery like trousers on, and then she's got like a big coat on, a headscarf, and then a baseball cap. And walking boots and an umbrella. So she's fine for all weather conditions now. If it becomes sunny, she's got the appropriate colours on. If it rains, she's got the appropriate colours on, and if it's windy, she's going to be warm. Yeah, they always like, and you can tell if like they know about dogs or they've had dogs for a long time. If they see you on a lead and theirs are not on the lead, they don't put the dog on the lead. Sometimes they'll say, do you want me to put the dog on the lead? And I'll just say, she's probably going to leap around and like try and play with your dog. She gets overexcited, and most people, oh, that's fine. But some, absolute nightmares. I've ended up with injuries because of other people's dogs, and what, like my dog trying to get to them and them not holding their dogs back or whatever. But yeah, they've gone, but I'm not going that way anyway. But yeah, I always have to look ahead at all times, and sometimes I'm like in wooded areas and like going around bends and stuff, and you don't know what's going to be there until you actually get around the bend, and it's like, so I'm always trying to look ahead and see things before she sees them, because it's helpful if I see whatever it is before she sees whatever it is. Anyway, I had some ibuprofen before I came out. I had painkillers hours ago, and I'm hoping some fresh air sorts me out, and then I'm going to get home and just, weather dependent and whether there's any neighbours around, I want to vac my car. If there's neighbours around, I won't feel comfortable doing either vacuuming or washing the car. My car's filthy. Got filthy on Friday when it was just was it Friday, torrential rain, it's just filthy. Depending on what neighbours around, I might wash the car. If there's no neighbours around, I'll vac it, and if I've got time, I'll wash it. Vacuuming is the priority. It's just for a dogger because she seems to perfectly well these days. There's quite a few things I need to do at home as well, but my priority would be weather dependent, vacuuming and potentially washing. Vacuuming's the kind of bigger thing, but obviously when I went out there was a neighbour around that makes me uncomfortable, so I wouldn't vac it, because obviously when I've got my head in the car and my back to everything, and like the noise from the vac and me vacuuming, I can't see much. So why am I so pale? Anyway, I'm gonna, do you know what, I've got a waterproof coat on and I've got a waterproof jacket in my bag because it was in there anyway, so I'm going to take my cap in case it rains because it helps protect me. But of course it's covered in dog fur. I wonder why. What of it to do with the giant husky? Well, I wouldn't call a giant. Everyone thinks huskies are bigger than what they are. And I think I'm going to go and put my walking boots on, because I decided on that before I left, because I put thicker socks on because, oh, should I put my wellies on? Should I put wellies on? I don't know. Oh God, that guy just come out of nowhere and scared the crap out of me. Oh God, I was going to put walking boots on. They're the hardest thing to get on. They're so time consuming. Oh, he's parked there, that's why. So time consuming to get on. And wellies you can just shove on. But wellies, they like fit lengthways now because my feet are grown and they were slightly too big, and now they fit. But like they've got, your feet don't touch the sides and like they move around a bit, so then, oh, the colour's normal, I think. So they move around a bit, and then your feet ache later on because you, it feels like you, I don't know, there's just no like, what's it called? No, not protection, no, or whatever the word is. So now I don't know what to put on because I'm not putting trainers on, definitely. I think it's too wet for trainers, and if it rains it'll just get slippier. And I haven't even decided my route. Oh God, there's a lot of people down here today. There's a lot of people seem to be around. But my car definitely needs a wash. See, wellies I can just shove on, whereas walking boots are time consuming. Walking boots, I'm going for the wellies. Just easier. Got slightly thicker socks on the other day, so they might be a little bit tighter on my feet, hopefully. Look how quickly I've just got them on. Walking boots, I'd still be like putting them on. God, it's colder than I thought. I might zip this up. Oh God, it is colder than I thought. I would say this would keep me warm. I've got a hoodie on, a zip-up hoodie, a t-shirt, and this isn't very thick, but I'm sure the dog will warm me up by dragging me. When I was trying to describe my wellies, and I said they didn't have like any protection, I meant support. There's no support for your feet in them, so they do move, and like when you're walking like up tough things, like you've got no support, nothing gripping onto your foot to give you any kind of support. Because now they fit like lengthways because they were slightly too big. My feet are grown, they're still a bit loose on the sides, so I don't think I'll get away with putting in an insole. So like I said, they fit size wise, they're just too wide. They're just my short ones. I've got full length ones that I've not got to wear yet. I'm knackered. We're only about 6-7 minutes into this walk maximum. You don't need to see her having a wee. But yeah, I just remembered when I was walking and I thought, you know what? I'll film before I forget. would appear I'm under a tree. Back to the car, and I'm not in a good mood. If I'm in the sun too long I get ill. I don't know how long the sun's been out, because by the time I realised I'd probably been in it at least 10 minutes. I hope I've not been in it longer than half an hour, because I always get ill unless I've got a hat on, and I kept thinking, should I put my hat on? I was sweating, I was in a really bad mood, because basically, oh god, that sun's bright. I was walking across something to go somewhere with the dog, and it was going to be the last part of the walk, and it was, but I still had to loop round and come back up here, because normally I park somewhere else. Anyway, well, sometimes park here, but I don't normally do that loop. So anyway, I'm getting close to the bit that leads to the last bit that I was going to take her across, and this little dog ran at her. Now my dog wants to play with every dog and human, and she leaps on like a furry, and it's really awkward because she's very strong. She has a very strong pull on her, and you're literally being pulled all over the place. You're trying to control her and trying to stop her from leaping around like an idiot. And like I said, some owners don't like it and think she's aggressive, or they just don't like it anyway. They don't want the dogs to play with other dogs, which I think's a little bit crazy, but whatever. Dogs like to play. So yeah, sometimes I'll be walking along and she'll spot a dog from miles away. Well, not miles, but like 50 foot away, and she will then do everything she can to try and pull me to that dog. She will be walking along and she'll stop, and then when it gets to where the lead's tight, she'll run and then leap the opposite way to the way I'm going, because she wants to get to the dog. And even when we pass where the dog is, like where it's nowhere near me, it'll still keep looking behind me and still keep doing the same, because it wants to get to that dog. Because it wants to get to that dog to play. You mean you're not going to be able to see much movement, it doesn't matter. So this dog leaps at her, and it was a little dog, like really small dog, leaps at her. So the dog's like, my dog's then trying to run circles around me to play with the dog, and I'm trying to pull her on, because even if the other dog owner lets it play, my dog's too big for this dog, and huskies are quite rough players. They leap around and they do all this with the hands. I'm not going to stay here any longer because a little branch thing just fell off and hit my car. And in fact, just before I got in the car, one fell off and hit me on the shoulder. So maybe I'm not going to park here anymore whilst autumn's going on and things are falling off the trees, because who knows how many things have hit my car whilst I've not been here. Maybe I won't park here whilst it's autumn. So I managed to move the dog on a bit, and she was like leaping backwards, because obviously the dog was probably still near. All of a sudden the dog comes leaping back round again, leaps at the dog, and the owner was like saying the dog's name, but it wasn't like, you know, like in a way where she means like come back now. It was just like she was saying its name. So then my dog's leaping around, this dog's leaping around, this dog's like tiny compared to my dog. And then I managed to move my dog on again, and I'm getting like across where I'm walking across, but it's being hampered by the fact that my dog's constantly trying to jump backwards to play with this dog that's way too small for her. So my dog eventually spins round and stops me dead in my tracks. So I turn around and this dog literally leaps, and it's like it's hugging it. Like if I could have filmed it I would, because it was cute. It's basically hugging my dog's head. Then my dog started to lick it, and I thought it was very inappropriate, so I pulled her off again, and the dog like got off my dog, and then my dog leaped and like she's trying to play with it, and I'm like, oh my god. And all the dog's owner was Lola, Lola, and I'm like, do you know when you think you're not saying it right? Because if you like say it like you mean it, there's more chance of that dog coming back to you. So I weren't happy, and this went on for 2 or 3 minutes. It got ridiculous. Eventually I just stood there as the owner slowly walked to us, and then again she's leaping on my dog. My dog will like let the dog like stay on her for about 10 seconds, then she'll like move so she comes off her, and then she like my dog's trying to play with her, and I'm there just like can't understand why the owner has took this long to get to us, because it was going on for several minutes, B didn't say Lola like she meant it. Like, no point going, Lola, Lola. You need to go, Lola. Like, do you know like you mean it? Then this dog literally is leaping up on my legs at the back. So I've got mud down my legs on jeans that I would have wore at least once more, or maybe twice, because they're not dirty, but now they are, because I've got them mud on the front of my leg and mud at the back of my leg. And it was a nightmare. And then she's trying to grab the dog, and like my dog's chasing this dog. And my dog's on the lead the entire time, and this dog isn't. And it was a nightmare. So I'm having to hold my dog back and trying to stop her from leaping, whilst getting her dog in a position so she could get it, because she wasn't really trying. And then I was like, have you got it? She's like, yeah, cheers. And then didn't apologise for like the crap that I'd just been put through, because my dog's literally weeping around like a furry trying to play with the dog. I'm being pulled all over the place. I'm getting covered in mud by this other dog. So I wasn't very happy on the last part of the walk. I was just like, and this is what I mean about some dog owners, you need to say your dog's name like you mean it and march to them. Don't just stand there watching this other owner struggle to move on the walk because your dog won't leave me alone, and it's just going to follow me. So I had to stop because it's just going to come with me. And it's just like, I mean, she did make the comment, oh, she likes to play, and I'm like, well, she does, and this is why we've got an issue. And she didn't say anything else, and it weren't my fault. Like, she needs to have a little bit better control over when she says the dog's name. So anyway, I'm not in the best mood. I'm going to go home. I don't, like, the sun's out. Do I need my sunglasses? I mean, I'm sick of dead leaves coming in my car. I'm going to go home and try and do something. It depends on who's around though, so. Oh my god. Got aircon because I was sweating. Aircon on, like I didn't just get aircon, like I already had it. I've got mud up both legs, so I'm not happy as well. Like, some dog owners just need to be a bit more considerate. Like, I was struggling, you can see I was struggling to get across it. Like, I was trying to, like, struggling to get on, struggling to get this dog to stop doing it what it was doing, struggling to stop my dog from leaping round. Like, my dog is so strong, you would not believe how strong this bloody husky is. It's just ridiculous. Hi everyone, I'm dying for a bloody drink. There's literally a guy in the car next to me, this side, and he's literally watching me, and he'll be able to see, like if he looks, because of where he's parked, he'll be able to see that I'm filming myself. I'm dying for a bloody drink. Literally. I should have had a drink before I left the house. I don't know if I like this lip gloss shade, because it's got yellow undertones, and I don't think it suits my skin tone, because I've got like a cool neutral skin tone. So in the shade Hazelnut, I found it. I've got this box under my bed that's got stuff from small businesses in. Like, it's a Unicorn Cosmetics box, and it's got some Unicorn Cosmetics stuff in mainly. I think the majority of it is, like 95% of it is, because it came in that box, but there's a few things that I've shoved in. One of them is this lip gloss by Coco Cosmetics by Chloe. And I wanted this shade for ages. I've had it a while, by the way. I think because I've shoved it in that box, I forget I have it. So I was like, oh, there's a lip gloss box from Coco Cosmetics in here. I bet the lip gloss isn't in here. And I picked it up and it was, and it's hazelnut. I don't know if I've got any in my bag actually. I've got my bag with me today. Oh, I've got a comb in here. Got a Meggy Lashes lip gloss. I mean, they're pretty sheer, there's no colour to them. Got a lip balm. No, I don't. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a straw. Oh, it's another lip balm. Oh, I've got a perfume rollerball. What's that? Oh, is that a lip? I've got a lip liner, but no lip gloss. So, oh, do you know what? I don't even know if I've got any of this left. Oh, the guy's going. I love peach tea and golden hour. I think golden hour, well, golden hour is like, it's a sheer pink with gold reflex in. I've got a piece of hair that's doing my head in. And peach tea is a peachy pink, and I think that suits me more, but I don't think I've got any left. I've got one golden hour and one golden hour with a chewed lid. I mean, I wonder who did that. I mean, might be that white fluffy thing that lives in my house, I don't know. And I've got sangria, which I really like, and that's more of a darker pink, but it's still kind of sheer with, it's kind of got blue reflex in it, and because I've got a cool skin tone, it looks good. I don't know what that is actually. And I also have one called pumpkin spice, which is lighter than this one. It's kind of the same kind of almost yellow toned. I don't think it's as yellow toned as this, and it's a lighter shade. I don't know where that one is either, but I need a new peach tea and a new golden hour. And there's one shade that I've never tried, and what's it called? What is it called? What's it called? What's it called? Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I've got a dress on today. I wanted to wear this. There's literally someone just parked right next to me, and I'm putting my hand like that, so when they get out I don't look like a complete weirdo filming myself. If they're ever going to get out. They literally just sat there, so I don't, because they're literally right next to me, I don't feel comfortable having the camera there. Front corner of my eye looks like they're on their phone. So I've wanted to wear this dress for ages. And you would have seen me wear this dress in vlogs ages and ages ago, because I've not worn it since the pandemic. I did have two of them. I don't know what's happened to the second one. Did I give it away? Did I give it to charity? Because I did have two identical ones, because I knew I would wear it a lot. And it's kind of like, I don't even know how to describe the material, to be honest. And it goes down into a point on my stomach, like low stomach, and it has a black part, and then it's grey on the bottom part of it. I mean, I should try and show it you, like in the mirror or something, if I remember. Obviously I can't do it here. So I wanted to wear it, but it's not been cold enough. Like, it's been cold but not cold enough. And also there's sometimes when I'm just going to walk the dog and I have to wear like jeans and stuff, because obviously I'm probably going to get muddy or wet. So obviously it's not appropriate for a dog walk, although I may end up walking her in it, with a pair of wellies on. Although it does look like it's going to rain, so I may have to change. Anyway, if I don't get a move on, I probably won't get out on a dog walk, and then that'll cause me stress. I wish I'd put a bit of oil in my hair. I only washed it last night, but it's just a little bit, it's got a slight frizz to it. Nothing noticeable, like most people it wouldn't bother. I mean, this woman's literally, I think it's a woman, is literally just still sat there. What was I going to say? I don't really know what I'm going to say. I'm dying for a drink. So yesterday I was like, oh, I'm going to wear it today with a pair of tights. And I've not worn tights since before the pandemic. And now I remembered why they're called tights, because they're tiny, and then you put them on and they're not too tight, but obviously they're not, like, hopefully not going to fall down. I mean, and now someone's parked on the other side of me, but whoever's parked to my left is not in a hurry to get out of the car. And then I've got this cardigan on top. It's not a balloon sleeve cardigan, it's just a long line cardigan. And I was looking for it in my bedroom, because it was in my bedroom for ages, and then not too long ago I took it downstairs because I think I put it on when it was cold one night. And I couldn't find it in my bedroom. I was like, oh, it must be downstairs. Couldn't see it. And it was on the floor next to a chair, a dining chair. And it basically looked like a husky owned it, because it was just coated in husky fur. So I'm there with like thick taping it, like, and I've still missed bits of fur. I keep finding little bits. This is the problem with owning a husky, because she's molted non-stop since May. And I got my nice Chelsea boots on, do you know, the ones that are more smart. And I walked down the first set of stairs and there's a mirror at the bottom, and I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, this would have looked better with my chunky Chelsea boots. Because the dress is more like, I mean, it could be super casual. It's like a smart casual, but it's not smart. Do you know what I mean? Like, you couldn't wear it for smart. You couldn't dress it up to be smart. But it's more smart casual. And I just feel like my chunkier Chelsea boots would have been more fitting. I would have definitely had to put socks on with as well, because my chunky. And then I've got my ones where they're like, oh no, they wouldn't have gone, but yeah, I should have worn my chunky ones, because I feel like it would have looked better with the look, especially because I've got a chunky cardigan on. But once I'd walked down those first set of stairs, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna go back up and change my boots, because then I'll have to put a thicker pair of socks on. Well, not that I've got socks, I have no socks on. But maybe next time that's what I'll wear. I need to find my Oxford boots, because I bought them to go with this dress and I've not seen them for ages. And they're not a chunky boot, they're more smart casual, but they're more, I think they're more casual. Well, they don't look casual, but anyway, I need to find them because I want to wear them. They might not fit anyway, because like my feet are grown. Like these boots, literally my toes are now at the front, but a couple of weeks ago they weren't at the front. So I don't know what to do. I don't know. I can't keep buying shoes or anything, but maybe I need to, like, I definitely need I need walking boots. That's my first thing, what I'm going to get when I've got some money, because I've got unexpected things that I've got to bloody buy. And also, do you know, like, I put money aside for something and I didn't know if I'd have enough money. That is super, super close. Anyway, I'm going to go in the shop. I want to get home by 1. It's 11:10 now. That person's still in the car next to me on the 14th. And I'm about to go in one shop, and then I'm going to go to another shop. I've got to go to the petrol station. I'm looking for a phone that doesn't constantly fall off there. Someone's just got in the car in front of me and they're facing me. I've had enough of the Cocoa Cosmetic lip gloss. I've still got some on around the edges. This one's sheer. This is Mega Lashes, just it's a, don't come out that colour though. I do have my umbrella because it came out the last place and it started to spit a little bit. I was like, I can't put my umbrella up because it's not spitting enough and I look like an idiot, but I don't want my hair to get damp because it just goes frizzy and it looks like it's not been washed. But it goes frizzy at the bottom, like from this point downwards, and then it looks greasy at the top, and I'm like, I literally washed it last night. Oh God, there's a guy in the car. I didn't realise there was this guy next to me. Well, in front of me to my right, because the one who was in front of me's gone. I was just doing something and I saw him go like that, so look what I'm doing. Great. I can't get my umbrella back in. It literally just fits. But how? Because I can't get it in. How? Oh God. How did it? Why can't I get my umbrella in? Oh, there you go. It's at an angle because it won't go in. it's 12 minutes past 7. I mean, oh God. No, it's not. I've not been out shopping that long. Oh, and then I just realised someone else has come back to the car to my left. And they're sat watching me. Like, am I that interesting? Oh, it's started to rain. Drizzle starting in 31 minutes. Oh God. I'm actually in a different town. Hold on. Drizzle stopping in 29 minutes. Great. This guy on my right is doing my head in because he's proper like... He's literally obviously watching me. Because he keeps tilting his head and just staring at me. It's 9 minutes past 12. I did want to be home for 1. Because I want to get back out at 1:30. And I want to be able to eat before I go out. And obviously I'm going to get changed because it is going to rain and it is raining and... Yeah. And I've not got a lot on my shopping list. I've still got to get... And the stuff that's not on here that I need, do you know, stuff that you generally would remember? I need 2 white onions, garlic bulb, fresh ginger, well, I got 1 pack of bacon potatoes in the last shop, but I weren't impressed, so I need another one. A fresh fruit salad, bananas, other fruit, almond milk, dairy triangles, curry paste, got them. Red lentils, got that, 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 got that. Some oat cakes or something similar for my dad, because I've got in 2 other things already. I need Diet Coke because I ran out days and days ago. Pepsi Max, bottled water, crisps. Because I'm addicted to salt and vinegar crisps and I don't know why, and this has been going on a little while. Crackers, bread, protein bagels, lunches / soup, toilet rolls, Panadol, and then there's like other things that I would typically normally get. Well, I know what I need to do when I get home. Oh no, that can wait. This guy's doing my absolute head in. I mean, most people would be on the phone or filming themselves, listening to the radio or planning evil domination. I don't know. I don't even know if it's raining or what. Like, it's very lightly spitting, but you can still get wet with lightly spitting. This guy's making me really uncomfortable because he's literally, to see me, he's having to do that out of his side window. Like, he's not sat in a natural position, so he's obviously watching me. Should I film him with my other phone and put it in the video? Just to show you. I mean, I don't know if... He's literally just being so bloody obvious. Oh, his mirror's in the way, but that's who. I can't even see the reg. Otherwise, I'd name and shame them. There you go. That's who's making me feel uncomfortable. How many bags have I got? Oh, that's enough.